I'm going to go in here and check. So I'm like 99% sure we're live. So, hey guys, I am Dani Kenney. I am your host here in the High Vibe Freedom Tribe, and I could not be more excited to bring to you my really good friend, Jacki Beam. Not only is she my really good friend, but she's also my intuitive life coach and energy healer. And I think it's so fun that I'm a life coach as a life coach. And I really think that all of the best coaches have coaches. Do you agree with that, Jacki? Like, it's great to have your own coaches, even if you're a coach or a mentor, right?
Oh, it's necessary. Everybody's got blind spots.
Totally cool. So I want to read Jacki's. Dana's here. Dana's already clapping. Hey, Dana, thanks for letting us know we're live. If you don't mind, let us know that you can hear both of us. You'll be able to see Jacki in just a second. You can tell by the screen that we are going to be clearing money blocks today. And I hope you guys are as excited about that as I am. So I'm going to read her official bio because it's so good. And then I'll get really real and just tell you a little bit about my experience working with Jacki. So Jacki is an intuitive life coach and energy healer known literally around the world for her ability to clearly see into a person's energy, determine their subconscious blocks and clear them, get rid of those blocks for good. Her private sessions, live events, and home study programs have helped hundreds of people live their best life, pull in soul-aligned partnerships, and manifest high-paying, fulfilling careers without having to force anything or become someone they're not, which is so good. And so we have Jacki. We have Jacki watching. So hi, Jacki. Hi.
Hi.
But aside from that, Jacki Beam is just absolutely amazing. She has been featured in Vogue. She has worked with celebrity clients. She's worked with tons of 6- and 7-figure earners and entrepreneurs. And she has helped me tremendously. We were kind of reminiscing on when we met, which was about 5 years ago, right after I had my daughter Haley, and I was getting ready to start my business, and I was so scared, you guys. I was still at my full-time job. I hadn't really ever thought of myself as an entrepreneur, but as soon as I became a mom, and some of you are moms, some of you aren't, but I know that for a lot of moms, you have this baby and you have a desire to be home with your baby. And I knew that entrepreneurship was going to be the thing that would allow me to do that. And one weekend, this was not even one-on-one. This was one weekend doing a few clearings, just like a clearing that Jacki is so generously doing for us today for free here in the High Vibe Freedom Tribe. I went home and within 48 hours, I had purchased everything I needed to literally deck out my office, which isn't necessary, but it was something that was a really big step for me. And it was me saying yes, hell yes to my business. I had ordered my business cards. I had decided on my business name and purchased my domain. So like all of those really big things that people typically do in the early phases of their business, I did within 48 hours of meeting Jacki and doing some clearings. And so I'm really, really excited for what's possible for all of you out of today. And we're going to be talking about money blocks today because that's something that really stops a lot of entrepreneurs. And even if you're not an entrepreneur, a lot of people don't realize that they have blocks to receiving money, yet they want to feel wealthy. They want to be prosperous. They want to be abundant, and they're not realizing that they have blocks to that. So I'm going to turn it over to Jacki now. I'm going to be really quiet the rest of today. Jacki's going to talk about money. She's going to talk about energy. And again, she's so generously going to do a money clearing for us today. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Jacki.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. I love clearing money blocks. It's one of my favorite things to clear. And so, yeah, before we get started, I'll just kind of tell you, like Dani and I we've done a lot of money clearings. Money is just energy, right? So you just kind of look at yourself, notice how you are made of all energy. Your thoughts are made of energy. Your emotions are made of energy, and anything that kind of gets stuck in there starts to create your reality. So you've got your conscious mind that creates part of your reality. And then you've got everything that's in there unconscious that is creating it 9 times stronger because it's really just in there. Probably before you even knew that you were programming yourself, you were getting programmed with what money is in this world and what money will be in your life. And so as an adult, I have done the same thing. I dive in and I look at how was I programmed financially? And you know, I went to law school and all of my energy kind of just contracted. And so all the magic that was happening in my life before that, it just stopped because I was in shame, I was in fear, I was in guilt, I was in anger, I was in all of the lower frequency stuff. And so that's what forced me to start to look at everything. So for those of you guys who aren't familiar with energy, the way it works is that Dr. David Hawkins has what he calls the scale of consciousness, and that's what's on the PowerPoint right now. So basically, he used a testing technique called applied kinesiology to test vibrations. Right? So think of every cell in your body, it's got a vibration. It vibrates at a certain pace or frequency. And that includes your emotions, your beliefs, your physical cells. All of your energy is vibrating at a certain pace or frequency. And when that pace or frequency is really, really fast, we call it a high frequency. And that's when you're going to experience these things in the higher frequencies, like love, peace, joy, and all the things you see. And your energy is expanded so you're connected with all the money, you're connected with all the opportunities, you're connected with everything that you're trying to manifest as you're contracted and in that as you're expanded and in that high vibration, you are connected with all the things that you're pulling in. So that's why it manifests so easily when you're in that high vibration. And then when you've got energy that's vibrating really slowly at a slow pace, that's a low frequency. And so that energy becomes really dense, physically becomes really dense, and it becomes a block. So lower frequency emotions like shame, guilt, grief, fear, anger, all of those, when those come through your system and you don't process them out, because we don't process out every single emotion during our childhood, we don't process out all the beliefs that we're being fed with, as they sit there, they hold this low frequency and they become dense. And as source energy tries to kind of bring you the things you're consciously asking for, these low, dense frequencies kind of block it out. So as the stuff's coming in, the frequencies block it out. So what I do is I look into someone's field of energy and I can see where certain low frequencies are at, and I can clear them. So that often will be in the form of emotions that they just didn't process when they were younger or now. And they can also be in the form of beliefs, just all the ideas you took on, they vibrate somewhere on the scale. So if I were to say, that someone, I'm just guessing that someone on this call probably has some energy that says, if I make money, it will make my parents mad, right? Some people have this threshold. If I make money, it'll make my parents mad. My parents don't like me to have money. So that vibrates, that tests somewhere on this scale, right? And it brings your overall frequency down, creates your reality accordingly. So what I'm going to do here today is I'm in the energy of the group right now, and I can feel people who are kind of tuned in live and people who are just in the group. I was actually tuning in before, like I was just looking at the group, seeing what was there, and it was a lot of really good blocks, you guys. Thank you. And so I'm just kind of tuning in, and I noticed that one of the biggest things is fear. And then, so we're going to do some clearing on your fear. And then we're also going to go in next and do some clearing on the doubt. And for those of you guys who are live, you're going to be kind of going in the chat feature in the Facebook Live, and I'm going to ask questions, and you're going to write in what your blocks are when you're prompted, and Dani's going to send those over to me. Yeah. So, and then I'm going to look into your actual individual, like actual what's there. And when I clear something for one person, I can see where that energy's at in the group, and I can clear it for everybody. So should we just get started, Dani?
Yeah.
Anything else I should probably address before I go on?
No, that was good. I just wanted them to know that they're actively participating right now, whether they're live or catching the replay, and to definitely post the comments. So I'm glad you said that, and I'll copy and paste them directly from the Facebook group. Okay. Yeah.
And if you're able to, can you paste the name of the person who's, okay, good. Cause I want to make sure I can look into that person's individual stuff. All right, cool. So before we clear, what I have to do is we have to get you connected to the light and connected to the money on the planet. So as we get you connected to the money on the planet, I can see then where you're and when you're blocking it. So go ahead, and I want you to just close your eyes for a second. And I want you to take a deep breath right into your heart and release. Just kind of notice in your heart chakra. Notice how it's all made of energy. Notice how there's cells, there's organs, tissues, muscles. Notice how it's all just made of energy. And notice how that energy is vibrating. Good. Just breathing into that heart, noticing that you're just made of energy. And now feel that energy moving up into your throat. And then feel it moving up into your third eye, up into your crown, and now feel it moving up 300 feet above your head where you're going to see, sense, or feel a light. And just tap into that bright, high frequency light. Good. And just feel that light coming down from above all the way down into your crown chakra. Just let that light swirl around your crown chakra. We're just going to open up any stuckness between you and the universe, you and the money in the universe. Opening that up, feeling that light moving down into your third eye. Kind of starting to clear away some of the energy, some of the blockage that stands in the way of knowing where to go to collect, knowing what to do, who to contact, what to create. And just feel that light now moving down into the throat chakra. Anywhere you're afraid of expressing your gifts, using your gifts to create money, just kind of allow that light to start to transmute that energy. And just feel that light moving down the shoulders, down into the heart, down into the solar plexus. Just feel that light moving around the solar plexus. Anywhere you've given away your power, anywhere you've had kind of a sucker punch with money, we're just going to ask all that energy to come up. Anywhere you had a shock with money, we're just asking the energy of shock to come up. A lot of that wants to clear today. Just feel that light coming down into the belly, moving down into the second chakra, the sacral chakra, down by the belly button. Feel that light going down into the root chakra, and feel it moving down the legs, down the knees, down the shins and calves, down into the feet, and feel that light going down into the ground, all the way down to the center of the planet, where you're going to feel a warm, gooey, pink mother's love energy, support, pure unconditional love and support from Mother Earth. Feel that unconditional support for everything you want to do here in this body at this time on this planet. And just breathe in here, being held in this energy, feeling this connection with the planet and everything it's going to support you in doing as you collect your money, as you get your gifts out there. Feel that support from the planet. Good. Just breathing in and releasing. And then feel this bright, high frequency liquid light coming from the center of the planet up, all the way up. Feel it coming through your feet, up your shins and legs. Feel that coming all the way up into your root chakra and just lighting that root chakra up, opening it up, paving the way for energy to clear. Feel that pink light coming up into that second chakra, the sacral chakra, and just lighting that chakra up, opening it up from front to back. Breathing in and feeling that pink light coming up into that that solar plexus, that power center, opening up that power center, feeling in how any stuck energy is starting to get called up, opening that chakra up, and then just feel that pink light coming right back into the heart chakra. And take a deep breath in. You're now connected from above and below in your body, and release. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, just expand from your heart chakra out 365 degrees around you to kind of encompass your entire energy field. Notice that your energy is all connected to everything in this field. So just go ahead and feel on your next exhale past the room you're in. Noticing how there's no difference between you, the energy that makes up you, your thoughts, your emotions, and the energy that makes up everything else in this room. Feel that oneness with everything and that connection with the room. On your next exhale, go ahead and expand out past the town you're in. Moving your energy out past the town, sending blessings to everyone in this town. Sending love and blessings to everyone in this town. Feeling yourself connecting with all the opportunities, with all the money, with all the connections you're going to make, with all the events that should happen. Good. And just kind of feel yourself sending blessings to all of that, finding you, everything on its path to you, sending blessings to all of that as you're connected with it. On your next exhale, expand out past the state or region that you're in. Good. Connecting with everyone, expanding out past the country you're in, connecting with all the opportunities, connecting with all of the money, feeling no disconnection, no separation between you and everything in this country. And on your next exhale, you're going to expand out past the country, out past the globe. Good. Just expanding out. Good. And expanding out into the cosmos. Just feel yourself vibrating with the cosmos. Feel yourself vibrating with the energy of the cosmos. Feeling connected with all of the money, feeling connected with all of the love. Good. And feeling connected with me now as I look into everyone's field. Go ahead and notice that you're connected with everyone on this call, everyone in this group. Just go ahead and let all the money stuff come up. All right. So the first thing you're going to do here in this connected state, now that you're connected with all the information available, is you're going to connect with the energy of what you're afraid of when it comes to money. So feel in, what is my number one fear with money? Just ask yourself that and ask that answer to come to you. And as soon as you have that answer, just go ahead and type that into the chat feature with Dani, and she's going to let me know, and start to let that fear be felt. So go ahead and just write your answers in and allow that fear to be felt. Good. And just, Dani, whenever you feel these, or whenever you get these answers coming in, just go ahead and type them to me. And for those of you listening and watching, just go ahead and allow yourself to indulge that fear just for a minute here. Allow that fear to be felt, acknowledged. Good. Just breathing in. Good. Just breathing in. Okay. I'm just kind of tapping in to all that energy. Just go ahead and keep indulging that. So everywhere the money will not come, everywhere I learned that money will not come. So Thaina, is that how you say her name? Thaina? Dani, is that how you
Thaina.
Thaina. Okay. So Thaina, I'm feeling your energy in your root chakra. So everywhere money will not come, I'm getting something around 6 years old. So everywhere money didn't come at 6 years old, we're just going to release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, space, dimension, and reality. Just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting all that. So everyone who's got that, it will not come. So everywhere you're holding the vibration, you're holding the reality that it will not come. Everywhere the universe is responding accordingly, we're just deleting that. Good. Okay, Jacki, not having enough. Okay, Jacki, that's in your throat. So Jacki, there's something around like I can't ask for it. I can't ask for enough. I'm supposed to ask for some, but I can't ask for enough. So something around also 6 to 7 years old. So everywhere I'm not allowed to ask for enough, just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting that across all time, space, dimension, and reality. And then Jacki, also in the back of your throat chakra, the motor behind that throat chakra is kind of saying something, something to do with taking on mom's programming around money, around like it's nicer not to have enough, like it's more credible or something to not have enough or to not ask for enough. Just releasing that, uncreating it, and transmuting it across all time, space, dimension, and reality. Okay. I'm incapable of earning more. So everywhere I can't earn more, there's Dana saying that. Dana, that's in your solar plexus. So I'm just kind of tapping into the energy of the group. Everywhere, what I'm seeing is that there's a belief that it's only available from, I'm getting for you that there's only available from about 3 to 4 sources of income, whereas there's hundreds of ways that money can come to you. Everywhere you're only open to about 3 or 4 of them. That feels like that's programming from, I'm getting 3 and 4 years old also. So 3 and 4 years old, it's like, okay, you do this one thing and you can have money. And then later there's this other thing you can do for money. And it's just kind of, there's only those things. So just releasing that, uncreating it, and transmuting it across all time, space, dimension, and reality. So everywhere there's that energy that it's not possible, we're going to release that from the solar plexus as well. And I'm just kind of reading everyone's energy in there too. And Dani, you're kind of, since I can see you, you're like the tuning fork for the group right now. So I'm just kind of looking into that solar plexus. And there's something that's going on that says it's not nice to create more possibility. So it's not nice to collect money from more places. So just releasing that. Okay, so there won't be enough, chin. Let's see, in the back of your mouth, not throat, but also the back of your mouth, there won't be enough. And that actually feels like that's in your DNA. So in the junk DNA, that feels like it's been passed down. It feels 4 generations deep. So everywhere in 4 generations, there's a belief, a frequency, like kind of like a miasmic cellular energy of there won't be enough. Just going to release that. We're just going to release all of that survival energy. Everywhere money, I'm in survival when it comes to money, just going to release that, uncreate it and transmute it across all time, space, dimension, and reality. Good. Breathe all the way down into the solar plexus and the legs. We've got a lot of people in survival. So just want to clear that. So anytime you're in survival, your energy is contracted and you can't really answer the big questions like, you know, how can I fulfill my purpose? How can I impact the world when you're busy draining all of your energy to how am I going to pay my bills? So everywhere that energy is in survival, just go ahead and find where it's heavy right now in your body, just because I feel a lot of it for the whole group right now. Feel where that's at in your body. Everywhere I'm in survival, everywhere my energy is leaking to how I'm going to pay my bills. Feel where that feels heavy in your body. And I want you to feel that fear now. So we're just kind of burning out the emotional component, just breathing in, feeling that fear, and breathing in where it's heavy, feeling that fear, indulging it. And as you're indulging it, what's happening is that the emotion is amplifying. And then as we're breathing through it, it's clearing. So you amplify it and it just kind of transmutes. So just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting everywhere. I've conditioned myself to be in survival. Some of you guys, it feels like I said, just like with Chen, it's DNA level, just releasing that, uncreating it, and transmuting it across all generations. Okay. Okay, and then I'm also, as I'm tapping in, there's some of you who are afraid to be seen. So I'm afraid to be seen and I'm afraid to be heard. Just kind of feel into that. Everywhere my money's going to come when I'm seen, but I'm afraid of being seen. We're just going to delete that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, space, dimension, and reality. Okay, feel into that solar plexus still. Everywhere I'm shy about what I do. So I want some people to see it and I want other people to not see it. So I have this, and I'm feeling it right now. So just releasing that, uncreating it, and transmuting that. So everywhere there's some people I want to know about this, others I don't. I'm gonna just release everywhere I'm shy about what I do, or I am shielding, kind of covering, concealing what I do, the energy of concealing that, just going to release that. Good. Okay. So Jackie's saying, I have difficulty charging people a fair amount, always undervalue myself. Okay. What is that? That I'm feeling going down the right side of the spine in the kind of in the solar plexus area. So kind of breathe into that back side of the solar plexus. So everywhere I'm undervaluing myself. Okay, that this is feeling like it's coming from 13. So I learned that I have to undervalue myself just to get something. It's almost like this energy of, you know, like no one's going to date me. So I'm just going to date the not so great guy. Right. So it's like, at least I'll have somebody if I go down here. That's what you're doing with your services, where it's just like, well, at least I'll get some clients if I charge this lower amount. So everywhere at 13 that I have to undervalue myself just to get anything, just going to release that. Good. That's actually a really heavy energy for the whole group, just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting. So we have to get our bills paid. We have to take care of everything. So what we do is we take what we can get. So just releasing everywhere I have to do that. Everywhere that I'm going to have to keep creating that experience, just going to release me from it. And then anywhere I have anything more to learn with that, let's see. I'm still getting, Dani, your group is really big on being nice. It's really nice to undervalue myself. It's really nice to offer my services at a low price. So everywhere that's nicer, we're just going to release that, because it's not actually true. It's not actually true. What I have found is that the more I charge, the more committed my clients are. They actually do the work. They actually listen to the modules. They actually do the clearings themselves. So the more you charge, the more your clients are interested and the more they value what you're offering. So everywhere you're under this impression that it's nice to charge less, just releasing that. And that everywhere there's an illusion that people will value me. I'm getting for some of you, I'm getting an energy from whether you learned it from authority figures, church, school, that the person who sacrifices and the person who kind of gives up and doesn't charge and does it all for free and wears themselves out, that's the person everyone loves and needs and respects. So let's just delete that, right? So let's just go ahead and delete, uncreate, and transmute that. So that's just an energy and you just bought into it. It served you at some point. It served some people at some point, but it's not serving you in your business. So just breathing in, releasing that, uncreating it, and transmuting it. Good, releasing. Some people are draining some energy from the heart. Jen says, awesomely creepy. I love that. I was feeling it in the back of my throat and really specific. Yeah, that's where the energy was at. Do we have any more in there, Dani? Any more fears coming up? Okay. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to move on to, I want you to, let's go ahead, close your eyes as all that energy is clearing. Just go ahead and breathe in. And I want you to, again, breathe into your body. And I want you to breathe into your body as though you're in a financial reality where you're making as much as you want to be making. So just go ahead and feel yourself in the energy, making the exact monthly amount that you want to be making. Just feel yourself starting to turn on that vibration, remembering money is just a vibration. So feel yourself holding that vibration. It's almost like you're holding an antenna that communicates to God, the universe, source energy, that this is, hey, this is what I'm emitting. So this is what will magnetize. Go ahead and feel yourself already making that. Good. Feel that starting to fill in every cell. And what's going to happen is that a lot of you are going to feel like this is a little bit hard because there's so many doubts. So I want you to type your doubts into me. What are the doubts that come up? What are the beliefs and the doubts that come up around money? What are the doubts as to why you can't have this? Why this isn't going to happen? And just keep breathing in, feeling into how that doubt, sometimes it can feel like fact, right? So we're just zooming out, looking at the person who's in the doubt, right? You are not the doubt. You are you're the person who's zoomed out, looking at the person in doubt. So just go ahead, keep breathing in. Let me know your doubts. Oh, good one. So there's not enough people who want what I offer. And I want you to just zoom out on that and look at how ridiculous that is, right? All you need, Dani, is this coming in from you? Okay. Do you want to unmute? I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I unmuted because I didn't want the clicking of the typing to get in the way, but no one else, you guys, okay.
We can keep clearing after this, but do you mind going one-on-one?
No.
Okay. So there's not enough people who want what I have to offer. How many people do you want to be working with next year?
I want to serve 100 people.
100 people.
Are there
100 people on what?
Not necessarily one-on-one, but like 100 people to buy something that I offer.
Right. And so for what you offer and what the transformation that you are offering, are there 100 people on planet Earth who speak your language who might want that?
Yeah.
Are there maybe tens of thousands?
Yeah.
So it's really just, there's something underneath it. And for you, it feels in the root chakra.
Yeah.
And let me see what that is. So there's not enough people who want what I have to offer. There's an energy around they won't respect me. So there's like an energy that says they won't take me seriously, or they won't respect my authority, or something like that, where I'm afraid to stand in my authority. So I'm kind of just gonna, again, that play nice.
Yeah.
Versus standing in my power and just saying, hey, you've got this going on, let's transform it. It's kind of, there's an energy of that I'm afraid to step into that power. Does that resonate? Yeah. So I'm afraid to step into that power. So just go ahead and feel into that fear around stepping into your power and really just being a stand for somebody. Really being a stand for their transformation, really being a stand for them making the money they want to make. And go ahead and feel how scary that feels to you. And the energy feels about 8 years old, where I'm afraid to stand in my power. So I'm afraid to stand in my power. I'm afraid to stand up for someone's power, for someone's wealth, for someone's highest and best, because it feels like at 8 years old, I got in trouble for that. So just going to release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, space, dimension, and reality. So everywhere there's a fear around standing up for someone, like being a stand for someone. Does that make sense?
It does. I'm having a hard time recalling the exact thing that it would have been, but that makes sense.
Yeah. It's just kind of saying, okay, I see what's in even probably just your little 8-year-old friend, or maybe your mom or your dad or whoever, someone kind of just seeing what's in their highest and best, and just, you're not allowed to take a stand for what the highest and best is because you're not in a position of authority to do it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Breathe into your solar plexus, and I want you to breathe into your, your tailbone, your root chakra. And I want you to feel that energy moving, just releasing everywhere I'm not allowed to be a stand for someone. So you've been doing it really nicely. You've been doing it really like, hey, come if you want, do it if you want. Feel yourself starting to move into that energy of I'm truly taking a stand for you. And feel how much more powerful you feel in your body, just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting all that. And start to generate that strength in your body now too. A lot of people are following along, and I can feel you guys doing it too. Feel yourself giving yourself permission to take a stand for other people's transformation. Feel how they need you to step in your power, and that's what calls them in. That's what attracts them. They know that you can hold that space for them because you're in your power, taking a stand for them. You know, and that way they can feel it's not about the money, it's not about your ego. It's simply about I'm here to take a stand for you. Good. How does that feel? Different?
Yes. And then I was able to pinpoint the situation, and it all makes perfect sense. It's because I was a kid trying to stand up for my mom, and I was a kid.
Great.
Like, why would anyone listen to me?
Right. And how's that affecting how intense you want to go with your clients, or, you know, people who might be considering working with you? Do you think were able to feel that before?
Yeah.
So feel the new vibration you're holding, feel into how now it's safe. And so as we cleared the old stuff, we now generate the new energy. And so as you step into being that person who, go ahead and feel yourself with your mom, taking a stand. Just being like, hey, guess what? You need to do this, or hey, I'd like to help you do this. We all do this with our parents. I'm having a flashback myself. So thank you. I'll get to work on that. But yeah, which we're just not in a position of authority because we're little kids. And what happens is that we do, as infinite beings, we do kind of try in the beginning, and then we get put back in our place. Like, hey, not your business, not your place. You don't talk to me about adult things, right? And so now you get to kind of come in here and you get to do that now. You just get to be like, hey, guess what? This is, and you don't have to be afraid of it. You don't have to be afraid of them being offended. Do you get afraid of them being offended if you really tell them what's going on?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. You feel so good. How do you feel on your end?
I feel really, really, really good. Like, all these little things are coming up that I'm pinpointing to, like, the way that I show up and how I want to show up and what was getting in the way and how I can still be. There's something about my energy, which you probably get, just me, my personality, and, you know, the people in the tribe get. Like, I'm a silly. Like, I'm not super, super serious, and I can be serious if I have to be. And there was something about my personality. Like, I don't want to stop being silly. I don't want to stop being me. Like, I don't want to stop being, like, you know, I don't know, just big. And I feel like that was sort of a childish energy, and I couldn't fit it into the box of being a leader. But through this, I could feel the energy of, like, being a leader, being taken seriously, having a massive impact, merging with, like, my natural, fun, silly personality, and, like, me getting to be me. But being a stand and taking a stand and being respected and being taken seriously. So that was cool to feel those two things merge together for the first time ever.
Yes, I love that. And I can feel your group starting to do it too. I can feel it on their part too. But you see me, you know, at High Watt Live, my live event, you've seen me, I do that too. I'm still myself.
Yes.
I still am, you know, who I am.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, inappropriate or silly, or I make a lot of jokes, and I'm still a very tough stand. I still, you know, I'm very strong in, I care first and foremost about someone's transformation. I care second if they like me. Yeah.
So good.
I love it. Yeah. Thank you for kind of volunteering yourself, because that feels like you were holding that energy, and a lot of the people who probably get attracted into your tribe probably were holding some of that same thing. And so you guys all just kind of got to clear it together.
That's so good. Thank you for that.
You're so welcome. Let's see. Do we have a couple more?
We do. So there's that one from Jacki.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll have to do something sometime where I can, like, see, like, I'll figure that out. Maybe I'll come back and into your group. We can get other people, like, live on here. Let's see. Okay. So are you muted again? I can just kind of keep going. Okay. All right. So is the value that I want too much? somebody's telling you that it is, and it feels like an authority figure. It feels like a parent, the more feminine parent. So I don't always want to say mom, because sometimes the masculine parent was mom, and so it's the parent holding the feminine energy that's saying, that's modeling a lower value. So it's not that they're saying you're not valuable; it's that they're modeling like kind of what you said, like, is this valuable enough? That parent is kind of holding the energy of, am I worthy? Am I good enough? Am I good enough? So just everywhere there's even a question, everywhere the vibration you're holding is, am I good enough? Am I good enough? Just go ahead and release that question. We're going to release that question, delete it, uncreate it, and transmute it. Because underneath any question you're asking the universe is the belief that you're lacking. So underneath the question, am I good enough, is the belief that you're not. So just releasing from right in the heart chakra, releasing everywhere I'm not good enough, releasing, uncreating, and transmuting that across all time, space, dimension, and reality. Kind of behind on the PowerPoint there. Sorry, I forgot I was even doing it. Okay, so I don't know if I want to deal with the stress of scaling up. I can relate. Okay, so that is in your shins, Chen. So let me see. Go ahead and breathe into your shins. It feels like you have a lot of money available to come in, and there's like a blocking out of it because of not wanting to deal with a difficult personality, not wanting to kind of invite difficult personalities into your sphere. So that scaling up, it feels like it's going to invite difficult personalities in, and that's the fear. So just going to release that, uncreate it, and transmute it. Good. Okay, just releasing that. Just as I'm tapping into the group, there's also some of that energy around kind of draining too much to the process. Instead of having your energy for your clients, you're going to be draining your energy to the process of running, and the clients are going to suffer. Just going to release that from the shins. And I'm picking up, there's a couple people on here that have this energy in the knees as well that say, like, I can't be supported. So everywhere I can't be supported, we're just going to release that, uncreate it, and transmute it across all time, space, dimension, and reality. Good. Just go ahead and breathe down into those legs. Okay, and then chin, in that right ankle, there's a ball and chain. There's something that's saying you can't scale up, you can't go big, because there's something in the lower frequencies that you're still tied to. So whatever that is, we're just going to release that from your right ankle. Just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting that. Dani, you have that too. So just going to release that. And then I can feel about 15 to 20 people in the group have got this going on. So everywhere there's something in the lower frequencies, some sort of shame or some sort of guilt. Actually, that's more what it feels like. It feels like guilt. There's some sort of guilt that I have to keep leaking my energy to the guilt instead of leaking giving my energy to the scaled up business. So just releasing all that energy from the right ankle. Good. Releasing that. Okay, still scanning the group. Dana is saying, so like not skilled or educated enough. I'm not skilled or educated enough. Dana, there's something going from the throat all the way down the front of the body into the root chakra. And I'm getting at 14, there's a strong message like you're not enough. At 14 years old, something has got you like convinced, like you're not going to cut it here. So whatever area of your life that was from, everywhere I'm not enough. There's an anxiety. I'm actually like, as I'm in the energy, I'm like, it's just like, oh no, oh my gosh, I'm almost embarrassed to show up here. Just going to release that. So just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting everywhere I'm embarrassed to show up here because I'm not enough. Just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting that. Good. And that's kind of what leads to the kind of the communications not being received well. So just releasing anywhere your communications aren't received well, it's kind of under that suppressed energy of like, I shouldn't be here. I'm not going to cut it here. Just releasing that. Good. Releasing, uncreating, transmuting across all time, space, dimension, and reality. Good. Okay. And so I'm just going to kind of scan the group. There's just a bunch of stuff. Dani, is it okay before we fill in with light if I just kind of scan? Okay. So in this group, I'm kind of tapping in. There's, a couple hundred of you. I'm just tapping in. There's an energy of I'm afraid of being perceived as greedy. So I'm afraid of being greedy. We're just going to release that. Go ahead and feel that coming off of your legs. Everywhere I'm afraid of being perceived as greedy. I'm afraid of being greedy. Releasing, uncreating, and transmuting that across all time, space, dimension, and reality. So we deleted across all space because we planted it all over the planet. We deleted across all time because it's existing across all time. So just releasing it from all these angles. Good. And really what I want you to do, dive right in here, right into the heart chakra. And I want you to go deep into that fear of being seen. There's lots of people who want to be seen in one way, but they don't want to be seen for all of themselves. So everywhere it's safe for some, not safe for others, and everywhere it's safe to be seen from this angle and not safe to be seen from this angle. So for instance, for me, I felt safe being seen. I used to be an attorney. I felt safe being seen as an attorney, but I did not feel safe being seen as a healer. It just felt too weird. It felt too, not everyone's going to get this. Some people are going to judge it. So I really hid who was able to find me. It feels like a lot of you guys are doing that. So it's everywhere I'm afraid of being seen from some angles, just going to release that from the heart chakra. Good. And then for some of you, I'm getting that when I do that, my mom or my parent is going to be embarrassed, or my parents are going to say, or like there's this energy of I'm going to get in trouble, basically. So everywhere that energy kind of came up as a child because you were being seen, you were being loud, you were being whatever, and everywhere that you got in trouble for that, just going to release that wound. Everywhere that's blocking your money, we're just going to move that out. Good. Good. Let's get one. Dani, is there any more? I want to get one more big energy out. Is there anything else that anyone wrote in, or anything else looming for you that feels like it's just a big doubt about money, how possible it is to be in the vibration of having the money you want?
So there's nothing else from anybody else. You guys, do you have, come on, let Jacki go.
If not, we'll just start filling it. But there's something else. There's one more kind of big thing, and it feels like it's around the visibility piece, and it's around being seen as somebody who has money, or being seen as someone who collects money. There's this energy of kind of like tackiness, or like, oh my gosh, I can't let people see that I want money, or that I need money.
Yeah. I've been doing so much money work stuff lately. I'm in Jolie's 100K frequency thing. So we've been learning about money every day. Oh, we have one more. It's from Lynette, and Lynette says, I don't deserve it.
Okay, thank you. That's perfect. That's exact, because I was feeling like one big overarching energy, and that's exactly the one. Okay, so go ahead, Lynette. So let me just kind of tap into your energy. And everyone listening, everyone watching, go ahead and find the feeling in your body when it says, I don't deserve it. I want you to breathe in, and I want you to kind of close your eyes, and I want you to tap into, in just a second, your energy, your guides, your angels, whoever, you're working with. Go ahead, and they're going to give you an image of where this energy came from. So where did I learn that I don't deserve money? And just let that energy, let your angels show you, let your energy show you either an image or give you a download. Where did I learn that I don't deserve money? Good, and just breathe into your body. Okay, and then Lynette, we're just clearing this from your heart and your root chakra. Okay, so everywhere I don't deserve it, and so everywhere that kind of leads to a leak. So when I have it, I want to get rid of it. Just going to patch that leak up right in the tailbone there, just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting all that energy. And then I'm getting a lot of energy on mom's whole side around the deservingness of money, just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting that. Also something around age 14 for you as well, something around you don't deserve money, just releasing that, uncreating it, and transmuting it. And then there's some sort of a big family loss. So some sort of either you guys lost there's something around a loss. Sometimes people lose their house, or sometimes a dad or mom loses their job. There's something around a family loss so just releasing that, uncreating it, and transmuting that across all time, space, dimension, and reality. Good. Releasing all that energy, all that I don't deserve it, I'm not worthy of it. Everywhere that causes you to leak it out. Once it's here, it's gone. Just going to release that. Everywhere that blocks out opportunities, we're going to release that from your shins, deleting, uncreating, and transmuting that across all time, space, dimension, and reality. Good. I'm just kind of moving that energy out. There's still a couple people with that energy in the shins. Good. So everywhere there's kind of a belief, there's a belief that like I can't just clear this. I can't just all of a sudden be worthy of money. Yes, you can. Just releasing that. It's just energy. It's just a belief and it's just emotion. So everywhere that was kind of compounded, it feels like a couple of you have like, this happened, then this happened, and then it proved true. This happened. All these things stack on top of each other. We're just kind of peeling off the layers, just releasing that. Good. And now Lynette and everyone, go ahead and just breathe into your tailbone and that root chakra. Start filling that up with your breath. Start filling that up, just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting. Everywhere I've been sitting on my value. I've been sitting on what I deserve. I've just been sitting on all this stuff. Just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting that across all time, space, dimension, and reality. Good. Good. At Highbot Live, one of the biggest blocks we clear is you're not standing in your value. So you're not standing in your value. That's my live event. Dani's coming. I hope Dani's coming. It's January 5th and 6th in Seattle. We'll post some info about that. It's we have a discount code. You have a discount code, right?
Yeah, I have like a special one, and I've shared it in this group, so I can post it again. Wally, who just hopped on, she might be joining. She just texted me the other day, like, "Hey, where are you staying in Seattle?" So,
yay!
Random side note, really special. So you introduced me to my business mentors, now Mark and Shannon, who I love to pieces because you went through their program. Mm-hmm. And we're wrapping up with Lynette, and I introduced Lynette to Mark and Shannon. And
yay!
we signed up. So like that was a cool little.
How awesome. I love it. Yeah, Mark and Shannon are the best. They are amazing. Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay, so all this energy, and then this last little thing, Lynette, on your lower back, it feels like there's as a kid, there's an adult you're kind of carrying energetically. There's kind of an adult that you're like, okay, I gotta make sure I hold their stuff for them, their money stuff. I gotta hold that for them. So just everywhere you made this unconscious attempt to kind of transmute the adult's money stuff. And so you held on to it, just releasing that. So as kids, we kind of tend to take these things on because we innocently think that it takes it away from them. So just going to release that. And everywhere that helped you resonate with the adults, just releasing that as well. Good. So everywhere when I lose my money, so it comes in, if I lose it, then I can resonate with the conversations. Then I can totally relate with everyone else who's leaking it and losing it. Just releasing everywhere I want to resonate with people through lack and through losing. Good. So just releasing, uncreating, and transmuting. Good. Okay. And so that energy feels like it's cleared. So anytime we clear energy, so just notice it takes up space in your body. It takes up space in your emotional body. You guys have purged some emotion. You've purged some beliefs and patterns. And anytime we do that, we have to then fill in the space with a new frequency. So you can't just kind of let something go and then expect anything new to come in. You got to fill in with the frequency of what you want. So now we're going to fill in with the energy of love. So again, go ahead and close your eyes if you can. And just go ahead and breathe in. And I want you to think about someone or something that you love, totally, totally love. And just start to breathe that energy. We're just kind of finding that frequency where it already exists in your field. You already know this energy, and we're just turning the volume up on it so that it can kind of become the primary dominant frequency that's emitting from your field. So go ahead and just feel that gratitude, that love. Good. Breathing that in, feel it spreading to every single cell in your body, especially down to the root chakra and the legs. Good. Feel that moving all through the body, really filling in the legs. And as you're here, I want you to now go ahead and feel into how you're connected with all the money on this planet. Go ahead and feel an extra $10,000 landing in your bank account now. Just feel what it feels like in your vibration and your frequency to have that already there right now. And just relax into it. Just feel yourself holding that frequency. Good. Just asking for 10,000, just feeling it already here. This is how you manifest, is you're holding the frequency of already having it. So you're not just holding the thoughts of already having it. You're not just holding the emotions of already having it. You're holding both. And then you're holding your overall frequency is it's here. And that way the universe reads that and it matches up your reality to what you believe is already here. So the universe responds, God responds to what you think is happening. So just breathing in, feeling it already here. Good. Good. Just kind of feel that moving into your solar plexus. And as you take your next exhale, just go ahead and expand your energy out, connecting this new vibration. Your energy field is permanently upgraded now. So just kind of feel this vibration expanding out, informing everyone in the town, informing everyone in the state, in the country, on the planet, informing them of this reality being here for you. And so anyone and anything that can now resonate, feel how you're connected with it again. And go ahead and take a deep breath in and release. Good. Awesome. Dani, thank you so much for letting me do this. This was fun.
Thank you so much. I know you can't, so I was posting the like blocks that were coming up, but there were all kinds of like, that's awesome. Yes, we want you to come back, and like all kinds of like
fun. Oh, good. I'll go back and look.
Yeah, I didn't want you to get like confused. So I was just posting the blocks and stuff. So yeah, everybody really, really enjoyed this. And thank you so much. And I think everyone who's here live, thank you for joining us. If you're catching the replay, I know most people do watch the replay because they can't be here live. This is such a gift. I cannot tell you enough. Jacki's work is amazing. And like most people have to pay for stuff like this. In the past, so I'm going to go to her High Watt live event in Seattle. You guys are more than welcome to join me. If you want to come and you can't find the link, let me know and I'll repost it too. I'll be going there in the next, like in 3 weeks. It's the first weekend of June.
Oh, yeah, it's January 5th and 6th.
Did you not want me to remind you?
Ready.
So I'm really excited. Yeah. I think this will be, so I've been to 1 Seattle High Watt live and then 3 or maybe 4 San Diego ones. So this is either going to be my 5th or 6th High Watt live. Yeah. I've worked one-on-one with Jacki, and it's just so cool to see how we get to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And I could not be more thankful that you said yes to this, Jacki. I really value your time. And I know that this was a huge contribution to the group.
Oh, thank you. It's my honor to do it. I really, really love being able to do this because now, I've gotten to the point where I've got so many, I'm working with so many people who are doing big, big packages that I don't get to work with the masses. And so doing group clearings is the way that I get to do that. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity to serve a group of people who are all kind of moving up in their own life. And so doing things like this and doing things like High Watt Live, where I can work with a lot of people at once, are really such a joy and such an honor for me. So thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. And you guys, I feel really, really good. There's a tangible shift. If you guys have felt that shift, and a lot of you probably feel it right now, many of you will see the impacts and the effects later throughout this day and this week and just in the future. Drop your favorite emoji below. And then yes. Jacki, I was like, Jacki, can you give us something? Like, is there something special you have that you can give to our group if they want to experience more of this? And she has something really cool. So will you tell us a little bit about your holiday promo?
Yeah. So it's really cool because people who want to clear money blocks and all that stuff, they've always had to do so with me through my energy upgrade program. And it's either $5,000 or $12,000 in the past. I don't do it anymore. It just ended this week. But and so now people who have been paying that much, I have taken all of the money clearings from that And I have it in an audio program that's $225. So these, and the PowerPoint, the topics are fear of scarcity, resistance to growth, your financial blueprint, so everything you were programmed with. There's clearings that get rid of all of this. It helps you dive into your junk and helps you clear it. And then anywhere you have hatred or anger towards money, fear of rejection, anywhere you're lacking self-love, there's confidence one, there's a doubt one, self-sabotage, if that's a pattern, it'll help you get into why you're doing that. There's a clearing on your fear of success, getting out of survival. Like we talked about, if you're in survival, you're not in abundance. So there's one about getting out of survival. And when you kind of think you can't do that, this clearing will help you do it. And then I have another one in there where you can align your energy with your business. Sometimes your business is out of alignment with who you are. So you're trying to be this certain person, and since it's not aligned with you, your business just isn't flourishing. So there's a clearing in there that'll help you get aligned with your business.